Hi guys, welcome back to our little cottage on the river in the far north of Idaho. In this quick little video, I'm going to share with you my recipe for easy homemade cranberry sauce. And you will be able to find the recipe on my website, homespunannie.com, and I will also have it linked in the description box below. And this recipe that you see me making in the video is actually doubled. So the recipe on the blog is for one batch, but here I'm making 2 batches. But it is very easily doubled, even tripled if you needed a lot of cranberry sauce. So here I added 2 12-ounce bags of fresh cranberries to a pot, and then I added 2 cups of granulated sugar, and then a couple pinches of salt, and then I'm also going to add the zest of 2 navel oranges. And you're also going to want the juice of the 2 oranges, but you don't want to add that just yet. So just zest the oranges and set them aside. And so you're going to add in the zest, and then you're also going to want to add in 1/2 cup of water to the pot before you turn the heat on. Otherwise, it will kind of start to scald on the bottom. So you want to make sure you're adding in that little bit of water. And then on a low heat, you're going to bring this to a simmer and start it cooking. And after about 5 minutes, the cranberries are going to start to pop. And once it reaches that point, I will kind of help them along, and I'll start pressing them up against the side of the pot just to kind of start crushing them. And then you're going to let that simmer for about 15 more minutes until it gets nice and thick. And I'll even continue to press the whole cranberries, the cranberries that haven't popped yet, press them up against the side, but I will leave some whole because I do like how those look in the sauce. It just looks really pretty. And so then here you're going to add in your orange juice. And I just cut it in half and take a fork and squeeze the juice into the pot. And I don't worry about chunks of orange getting in there. It's totally fine. And so just get as much juice out of each orange as you can. And then you're going to stir this together. And in this video, you're going to see me drag my finger along the back of the wooden spoon. And I should have done this part before I added the orange juice, just because it would have been easier for you guys to see. But when you drag your finger along the back of the spoon, there should leave a trail. And you'll kind of see what I mean here in a minute. And that kind of shows you that the sauce is thick enough and it's done. So you just kind of want to check that after that 15 minutes of simmering and check and see if your finger will leave that trail along the back of the spoon. It's hot, the sauce is hot, so just keep that in mind. It'll be a little hot when you do that. But anyway, here I am mixing in the orange juice. And then here I am checking the thickness of the sauce. And you can kind of see it left a little bit of a trail, but like I said, I should have showed you guys that before I added the orange juice. And then I just had 3 pint jars, which are 16-ounce jars, and this recipe filled up 2 full jars and then 3/4 of another jar, so almost 3 full jars. And you can use whatever size jar that you would like. You can use bigger, you can use smaller, whatever you prefer. And then just scoop it into the jars, and then I let it cool until it's room temperature, and then I'll put the lids on and store in the fridge. And you can make this up to a week in advance and keep it in the fridge, or you could even put some in a freezer Ziploc bag and store in the freezer for longer term storage. But here you have a very simple, delicious homemade cranberry sauce for your Thanksgiving dinner or whatever holiday meal that you're preparing. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Share with someone else you think would enjoy it. And I will talk to you guys in the next video.